record. Yeah, it looks like we're recording. Okay, it is the 28th of February, 2019. WIKISPEED stand-up. Why don't you start us off, Lauren?
Okay, Lawrence Salter, Gabriel Island, British Columbia, Canada. Past week I didn't do much. I did think of a good name, I think, for something in the middle of the night. It seemed like it in the middle of the night. And that's about it for, oh no, I did follow things and I started to watch the video, but not as far as I want to. And that's, blocks have some medical crises going on. So I'm going to drop off here. All right.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to mute. Yeah, I'll mute and you carry on and I'll see if I can come back.
Okay. Well, it's Michael Wolchuk in Saskatoon. I did get some stuff done. I did a video last week, got it posted, of taking apart the remote control truck and figuring out some of what the pins do. It's a 3.3 volt microprocessor that decodes the signals coming from the radio and sends the signals out to driver chips that then drive the motors. I posted the video, I posted the spreadsheet, I did a little bit of an update on the Wiki project site, and I did a little bit of progress on my garage and my basement, trying to get it more cleaned out so that I could continue on my work for the remote control truck for our Little Red Wagon project. Also got some Anderson connectors connected to my battery packs so that I can do testing on my Polaris. So next week, looking to finish more of the assembly of my CNC router kit. We're going to be here this weekend, so I should be able to get some done there. There's less parts to order for the Little Red Wagon project. I don't need any PWM controllers, but I still do need an Arduino Bluetooth board. And I've been looking at the Raspberry Pi Pluses and the Raspberry Pi Zeros. I'm not sure which one would be more appropriate. And I'd also like to really like to solder some wires onto the truck control board and take over control from the Arduino, verify that I can get signals in, signals out, and then cut the traces so that the remote control doesn't just go ahead and do the forward, reverse, and the steering, but it goes to the Arduino and the Arduino does that. No blocks, and I guess that's about it for me. I'm not sure if Lauren is back.
Can you see me?
Yep, I can see you.
Yeah, okay, so quickly, retro for me is 3. We're showing up the meeting, taking a look at getting started looking at the video and thinking of the name for the mode we were thinking about, and 10 plus for like amazing stuff you're doing, and so we'll call that that's mine for the team. Maybe 9, I guess, for still not getting people on, but I'm quite excited. And process improvement, I don't have one at this time.
Okay. For me, I'm going to give myself a 10 out of 10 because I seem to be getting through my targets. So it's either I've got to put higher targets or something, because I've been at 10 out of 10 for a while. For the team, I'm not going to go above 8 unless we get more people participating in the project or participating on stand-up or something. And I don't have a process improvement. I think we kind of need more people is our process improvement until we actually achieve that. Anything else we need to go through, Lauren? Oh, Lauren's gone for a bit. Okay. I'm just playing here with the video. So I've got it set to whoever's talking is put onto the page for the recording. I hope that works okay for everybody. There's not a whole lot I can do about it besides manually choosing which one is used. And I dialed in from you see Mike there in the bottom. That is my Minix entertainment unit, which is also running Android. So I've downloaded Zoom onto it, and it's okay for showing me the video. Shows on the screen. It's not really taking any bandwidth as far as I can tell from I don't have a packet sniffer on here or anything, but my video doesn't seem to have degraded too much, so I don't think it's taken too much of my bandwidth. Anyway, it's kind of interesting. I've got three: the laptop, my phone, and the Minix computer on right now. So actually, one of the things that Lauren had suggested as a process improvement quite a long time ago was, how do I flip this video around? That way. Okay, so this is my workspace. You saw a portion of it. I think you saw about that much of it before, because the camera was sitting on top of the screen. That's the little workspace that I'm dealing with. Various chargers and USB charging and stuff over there. A bunch of other stuff are from car projects. This is parts of my little CNC machine. And it's the tool. And here is the rest of the CNC machine. So there's the frame. You can see the screws that move the X, Y, and Z axis across. Here is the Z axis itself, which is clockwise, and here's a little servo. They have a very interesting way of engaging the servo with the lead screws, so that it doesn't need too precise an alignment. The way that they do it, let's see if I can show this. The way that they do it is that there's a gear, and then there's a hole for the gear, and then we get it pretty close to lined up. Jeez. Okay, apparently I can't do that while I'm looking at the screen.
And what device is this? Or what,
so there it is. You can do the flexing. Oh, I was just filming some time while you were gone.
Yeah. And what is that you're showing me?
So they use to connect the servo. Yeah, up to the up to the lead screw.
The
a little
on
CNC
the
machine
rock,
that I'm building.
CNC,
It's
right?
called MakeSmith CNC, right? So it allows for a lot of misalignment while still actually functioning. I thought it was kind of cool.
Nice.
Anyway, I think we're done with stand up, unless you have some crosstalk that you want to go through.
No, I don't think so. Just I'm looking. I have my here. I can show you. So I have mine out, and I noticed. Okay, here's this is a thing. Can you see this? Can you see that?
Give me a second. Come on. Why is it not showing? I can see something.
Yeah. Okay, it's the rock crawler.
Oh, okay. Yep, I can see it.
Yeah. So it like this one is a brown circuit board on black plastic, but in your video, it looked like it was kind of all gold colored.
Yeah, if I'm just going to walk back to the back here. So this is how you were looking at it. You were looking at it through this magnifier lens, and if I turn on the fluorescent light, that's why everything's got a greenish tinge to it, because that's my light source. But okay. I just had the camera sitting on top of the lens because it was the easiest thing for me to do.
Oh, okay, so the it is the same as mine, the brown on black?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, it is.
Okay. Cool.
So what I'm planning to do this week is to solder on some wires to the traces on that board and make sure that the Arduino can read them. And then I will cut the traces on the board and use the Arduino to kind of bridge whenever it sees a left or a right, it'll just pass it on. And get the software to the point where it'll do that. And I think that's probably farther than I'm going to get this week. So.
Okay. All right. Looking forward to it. And I'm going to watch your video and read up a little more on Arduino and Pi. That's what I'm. That's what I didn't do coming week, but that's coming week. Okay. Yep.
So the investigation into Pi 3 pluses and Pi zeros that I've done, the stuff that we're looking at is probably a starter kit. Okay, so it comes with the Pi itself. It comes with a SD card of that has the. There's apparently 2 different operating systems. You can have Raspbian, or there's another like Doodle or something. Okay. And the Wi-Fi, the Bluetooth is built in. I don't know what else we need really.
Yeah, so I don't have any Arduinos myself yet, so
okay.
Kind of get something similar to what you have.
Okay, so I'm assuming that we would probably do the. It actually doesn't matter whether we do the 3.3 volt or the 5 volt, because the inputs are 3.3 volt and the outputs are to the drivers are 3.3 volt. So we can use the 5 volt and put it through a resistor, or we can use the 3.3 volt. It doesn't really matter. It might be easier if we just use the 5 volt, because then we can power it from a separate, like a USB battery kind of thing, USB battery pack. 3.3 volts, we might have to run it off the board, which might overheat something.
Okay, great. I'm looking forward. I have to go now, so it's good talk to you next week.
Okay. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.